What if I told you that having excellent credit can save you over $200,000 in interest payments over the course of your lifetime? And yet, most people have no idea how to achieve it. Here is the thing, a staggering 68 million Americans have bad credit, which is why I'm about to share with you the 5 steps to getting an 850 credit score, a secret that only a handful of people know. And it's not just about paying your bills on time. But wait, it gets worse. The average American has around $38,000 in personal debt, excluding mortgages, and a credit score that's barely scraping by, which is why it's so crucial to understand the first step, which is to check your credit report regularly. And I don't just mean once a year, I mean every few months. Now this is where most people mess up. They think that just because they're paying their bills on time, their credit report is spotless. But the truth is, errors on your credit report can be costing you big time. For example, a 25-year-old woman in California found an error on her report that was lowering her score by 100 points, and it wasn't until she disputed it that she was able to get it corrected. And this next one will blow your mind. The second step is to keep your credit utilization ratio below 10%, which means that if you have a credit limit of $1,000, you should never have a balance of more than $100. And here's the surprising part. Even if you're paying your balance in full every month, having a high credit utilization ratio can still hurt your score. For instance, a study found that people who kept their credit utilization ratio below 10% had an average credit score of 750, while those who had a ratio above 30% had an average score of 600. But wait, there's more. The third step is to have a mix of different credit types, such as credit cards, a car loan, and a mortgage. And I know what you're thinking. Why do I need all these different types of credit? The answer is that it shows lenders that you can handle different types of credit responsibly. For example, a 30-year-old man in New York had a credit score of 500 until he took out a car loan and started making regular payments, after which his score jumped to 700. Here is the thing. The fourth step is to be careful when applying for new credit, because every time you apply for a new credit card or loan, it can lower your score by up to 10 points. And this is where most people get it wrong. They think that applying for multiple credit cards in a short period of time will help their score, but in reality, it can have the opposite effect. For instance, a 28-year-old woman in Texas applied for 5 different credit cards in 1 month, and her score dropped by 50 points. Now she's struggling to get approved for any new credit. But what if I told you that there's a way to avoid this? By spacing out your credit applications by at least 6 months, and only applying for credit when you really need it. And this next one will surprise you. The fifth step is to monitor your credit age, which is the length of time you've had credit, and the longer you've had credit, the better it is for your score. For example, a 40-year-old man in Florida had a credit score of 800, and one of the main reasons was that he had a credit card that he'd had for over 20 years. Now this is where it gets interesting, because most people don't realize that their credit score is not just about their financial health. It's also about their financial freedom, and having an 850 credit score can open doors to lower interest rates, better loan terms, and even lower insurance premiums. For instance, a 35-year-old woman in Illinois had an 850 credit score and was able to get a mortgage with an interest rate of 3.5%, while her friend with a score of 600 had to pay an interest rate of 6%, which over the course of 30 years will cost her an extra $100,000. And this is what WealthMind is all about, helping you achieve financial freedom. And it's not just about having a high credit score. It's about having the knowledge and the tools to make informed financial decisions, which is why we're going to dive deeper into this topic in future videos. So stay tuned, because we're just getting started. But for now, let's summarize the 5 steps to getting an 850 credit score. Check your credit report regularly. Keep your credit utilization ratio below 10%. Have a mix of different credit types. Be careful when applying for new credit, and monitor your credit age. And if you follow these steps, you'll be on your way to financial freedom in no time. And I know that sounds too good to be true, but trust me, it's not. Because I've seen it happen to countless people who've taken control of their finances. And this is what it all comes down to: taking control of your finances and making informed decisions that will benefit you in the long run. And if you're ready to take that first step, then you're in the right place, because WealthMind is here to guide you every step of the way. If this opened your eyes, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. WealthMind drops new videos every single day.